for Schwagler, we retired. When I retired, my son was only 3. Now I'm coming back to show him what it does to get in the ring. I'm Johnny Almond with a pro record of 18-3. I think for me, it makes it so involved. Being out of the ring for 16 years, trying to get back in there and get myself up for the fight again. He is actually quite self. So, I mean, we're going to win, of course, just to be able to get yourself up for 43 and he's done that shape again. That was the time.
My name is Paul, Titus, the father of son. I'm out of Sydney. I work at hot tub. I've done 15 Muay Thai fights in my career so far. Make my boxing out of it. My training's been heaps good. Been working hard, training hard. Fighting in the Walker, I was set pretty tough, taking a long time out of the ring. Makes it interesting fight. Goes in experience. Asks me into his world.
He's a good fighter. We're going to bring Gerald now.
I'm excited for it, test my skills. I was can't wait.
I know what I'm talking about anything beyond the 12 hours, but I respect the way time to get to this one. But you know, it still goes to plan. Of course, there will be big plans after. I chose my preparation. I mean, Mark Ellis, I've known for a long time. We want to put on big fights. A lot of other places put on easier fights. I don't want to fight an easy fight. I want to fight away from Australia. I'm going to come out and fight.
Don't look as a head hitter. I like win power too. I'm hungry to win. I'm not here just to take part. I'm here to win the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at the Melbourne Pavillion for the very first fight show of 2025. My name is Jono Almond, and I'm your MC for this evening tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Hardcore Promotions, but tonight it's Hardcore Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, this evening, for the final time in centre ring, we will have the retirement fight of Bobby Antonakis. And then, in a main event on the card, after 16 years out of centre ring, it's the return of the one and only Johnny Two Guns Walker! It's going to be a great night of boxing action, ladies and gentlemen, brought to you live on Fight Fanatics and right here at the Melbourne Pavillion. This is bout number 1. Let's kick off things in the heavyweight division. Fighting out of the blue corner, he is the Crazy Nut, Jono Almond.
Well, good evening and welcome to Hardcore Promotions Fight Nights. Walker v Houtius, live from the Melbourne Pavilion as we await the entrance of our first combatant, Jono Almond there, lighting it up on the way to the ring. Seb Costello with you, along with Peter Maniatis and Mark the Hammer Castanini. Gentlemen, great to have you ringside.
Great to be here, mate, and it's a massive card of boxing, really looking forward to it.
Absolutely, the inaugural hardcore boxing event. Hardcore, of course, prominent in the Muay Thai promotions, but tonight it's all about boxing. And of course, in our main event, Johnny Walker. Everyone is turning out in numbers to see him in the main event as Jono Almond, the Crazy Nut, makes his entrance and heads to the blue corner.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, fighting out the red corner, Pololei Schwagler.
So here comes Paul Schwagler out of the Bones MMA Torquay Gym, coached by Matty Williams. Interesting height discrepancy between the two fighters, Hammer. I think we'll talk about that. Jono Almond 6'5", Pololei Schwagler, the old Collingwood 6-footer, closer to 5'11".
Yeah, Jono's tall and very unorthodox.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your opening bout on the card. We are live at Hardcore Promotions. Hardcore Boxing. This fight is brought to you by RAR Global. 4 by 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. Hitching first. Fighting out of the blue corner, trained by Trent Hansen, out of the Garrison Gym, with an official weight of 106.7 kilograms, wearing the all-black boxing trunks. A veteran of over 41 Muay Thai fights and fighting out of the Northern Territory, by way of Melbourne, ladies and gentlemen, the Crazy Nut, Jono Almond! And across the ring is his hands opponent, fighting at the red corner, trained by Matty Williams, out of Bones MMA, with an official weight of 113.1 kilograms, wearing the all-black trunks, with a boxing record of 4 fights, 3 wins with 1 loss, fighting out of Torquay right here in Melbourne, ladies and gentlemen, Pololei Schwagler. With that begins your batting charge in centre ring is Mr. Melbourne Pavillion.
Final instructions coming from referee Malcolm Bullner, and you were telling us a bit about Jono Almond, Hammer.
Yeah, he's had good win in the Muay Thai here on the Hardcore Promotions previously. Got a stoppage by leg kicks. But tonight there's no leg kicks. There's no kicking at all. Indeed, it's going to be fist flying and looking over at Schwagler. He's going to be rolling that overhand right all night. Going to try and get in the pocket and put those hooks to good use, I predict. Almond's going to try and keep him at bay. Jono's going to have to keep that chin tucked, gentlemen.
So, Hammer, what sort of transformation does a Muay Thai fighter have to work on when they're coming into stand-up boxing?
The setup's totally different. You've got to sit on your punches a bit more. The base is totally different to when you're kicking. So you'll see Jono sort of sitting down a bit lower. He's got to still maintain his height and reach advantage, though, Peter, isn't it? He's got to try and keep that jab working.
He does, and he also has to keep his punches straight and just stay away from those looping punches, because he's a sitting duck if he sits there straight. Recipe to get knocked out, really.
Needs to also sit off to his right a bit, stay away from the power side. But Schwagler, I reckon he's going to try and break range and roll that overhand if he can get the opportunity. Jono needs to keep the shoulder and the chin tucked and the shoulder up on that lead side.
Feeling our process at the moment. Third man in the ring, Malcolm Bullner, refereed Manny Pacquiao's first ever world title fight up against Sasit Sasakol in 1998 in Bangkok, Thailand. So he's refereed Manny Pacquiao in a world title. Not many can say that, his first one.
Yeah,
An associate of yours too, Pete, to the great Manny Pacquiao?
Great guy, great human being. And a senator too. He's applying now to be a senator again. Well, Jono lands a big right hand there and says hello.
Schwagler trying to get in close, break range. And he's patient, and he's a lot more settled in this fight. Oh, chin coming up a bit, needs to keep it down. Solid exchange early.
Yet to see that overhand right you were talking about, Hammer, but little slip there for Jono Almond.
Yeah, they got their feet tangled, but I'm just feeling that Jono's been set up here. He obviously hasn't shown him anything. He hasn't thrown any power punches yet. He's probably trying to get Jono to feel comfortable, and then he'll boom that overhand right over. That's basically what normally happens.
Creating a plan is Pololei Schwagler. Almond trying to keep the range to his advantage with that jab. Needs to sit on the right as well. Roll that, the 1-2, the 1-2-1, and then move on angles. Big hooks.
Some great supporters making tonight possible. Lauren Ty Legal, a big supporter of Hardcore Promotions. This fight brought to us by RAR Global as Jono Almond goes swinging.
Slow burn the first round. Nice hook off the left.
That caught the attention of Almond right at the end of the round.
Very patient start by the red corner. And Almond also, usually he's a bit, bounces around a bit more. And as I said, a bit unorthodox. But he's been very patient as well in the first, not taking any unnecessary risks. So how will the judges score that first round, Pete, you think?
How did you score it?
I think Almond probably was a little busier, but you could almost give it an even round, especially with that hook landing towards the end of the first. Not a lot in it.
Crowd building here at the Melbourne Pavilion. And why wouldn't they want to see our main event, Johnny Two Guns Walker, heading back into the squared circle for the first time in 15 years, Pete?
Yep, 2009.
16 years.
16 years, yep. I remember July 2009 was his last fight.
So it's Almond in blue, Schwagler in red, as far as the gloves go.
So they've gone back to the corners at the end of the first and would have had a reassessment from their teams. Let's see if the game plan changes or remains the same.
Almond just needs to stay busy and make sure he works his jab and keeps his hands up, because Schwagler's going to land something big. We saw the power before, and you don't need that type of power coming at you, because it could stop a fight very quickly.
Goes hunting. Little left uppercut there. Does Pololei Schwagler.
Schwagler a little bit looser now, moving a little bit lighter on his feet as well. Feints, trying to get on the inside. Obviously, that's where he's got to be to get the damage done. In turn, Almond just popping that jab.
Almond's circling into the right hand, which I don't like.
Yeah, exactly. He's going off to his left. He should be going to his right.
Yeah.
Step right, throw right. He's also that jabs, he's sort of flicking the jab out. Not really pumping it, it's sort of just a flick out. Well, nice big exchange above the commentary position here.
Almond's definitely holding his own.
Good matchup for Mark Jelsey, the hardcore team, with our opening battle here.
Yeah, great event for Mark and Jess running the Hardcore Promotions boxing here at the Melbourne Pavilion. As Hammer mentioned, their first straight boxing show with a lot of expertise and history in the Muay Thai space, as that right overhand we've been looking for was fired but didn't quite land, Hammer.
No, the intention's there though. I think the game plan's obvious. It's just the accuracy that's got to be brought in. And they're just going to test the range and feel where the shot's got to land.
The left hook looks like it's going to get set up for, but Almond, he's definitely firing back. He's shown a lot of resistance.
Oh,
big body shot there by Schwagler.
Smacking body shot. It's
a bit low. Yep.
It's plain and obvious. Dug a little bit low with that rear uppercut. He's got to let the straight right go too, Almond, I feel. He's got a bit of power in that right hand, but he seems tentative to throw it. You can see the fatigue now setting in a little. Almond's lead hand is down low, Peter.
It is, and that's not where it should be. He's just got to move and keep his hands up and stick to the basics.
Tries to break range and get in with that lead hook, Schwagler, but Almond, defensive movement's not bad. He just needs some circle away from the power side a little, but he might be worried about that lead hook as well. Did get caught with that at the end of the first. So that round, a little better for Schwagler potentially, is more aggressive and pushing forward, so they'll probably give him that one. Close fight, 2 of 4 rounds done.
Two big, powerful athletes here fighting under a 110 kilogram weight limit. We are halfway through the bout set for 4 by 3-minute rounds. Jono Almond fighting out of the Northern Territory these days. How much of a Muay Thai scene or fight scene up there?
Yeah, look, he's travelled a lot. He's based in Melbourne for many years as well. Also over in Mexico. He lived in Mexico as well, Almond. So he's well travelled.
Round number 3.
And referee Malcolm Ballner calls the two athletes back to centre ring. Almond working the jab early in the round. And seems to have taken your advice, Hammer, as far as stalking to his right. But there's a big left hand from Schwagler, rocks Almond.
He's gonna look for that again, no doubt. Ooh. Like that, does.
Interesting contest. Both fighters thinking their way through it as Schwagler comes forward. Flurry of punches. Downstairs, upstairs.
Almond getting a hook in of his own there as
Definitely, and holding his own. That's in the clinches, and that's very important for his benefit here in the fight. He can't let power shots bother him or slow him down because Schwagler's just going to then go for the kill. So he's staying competitive.
That lead hook is a worry for Almond. He needs to be aware of that.
Seb Costello, Peter Maniatis, and Mark the Hammer Castanini ringside for this event, broadcast by Paris Productions and brought to you by Hardcore Promotions.
Of course, the fight fanatics as well. Get around them. The team helping with the promos and, of course, the live stream that I'm sure many are enjoying.
This is a good opening bout, and Armand's really doubled in everything. He's even been a ring announcer, and he's not too bad as a ring announcer.
Yeah, he actually is. Good call, Pete, yeah.
Very durable during the exchanges. He's not getting pushed around too much.
He's happy to mix it up. I've just got to keep busy. Keep the chin down and just keep busy. Schwagler trying to get on the inside, but Almond controlling his range okay. And when Schwagler gets close, he's putting that uppercut to good use as well, Almond, which is a good go-to tool. Uppercut to hook combo. Popping the jab. Need to keep that chin tucked.
Bit of feigning. Going out deep in the third round here.
The thing about heavyweight boxing, one punch can just change the fight in a split second.
Yeah. Looks like it's all going to be down to the third as they rally at the end of the down to the fourth round. Sorry, as they rally at the end of the third. Bit of a slow burn this one. It'll be a sprint to the finish line in the fourth round, no doubt. The scoring's going to be interesting. So, first round could have been even. Second round, Schwagler. Third round, it's there for the taking, isn't it? Really, Almond did a little bit more. But I think if you're paying aggression in an evenly scoring fight, the judges will defer to the more aggressive fighter. So who's sort of walking the other fighter down.
Judges for this one, Brett Manton, Samantha Bullner, and Peter Hansen. And you look there at the full picture of the Melbourne Pavillion. Plenty of tables packed already for what is a 5-bout professional boxing card. And here we go. Fourth and final round. Almond with the blue gloves, pumping out the jab, and goes with the left hook.
Yeah, starting to up the ante a little. Let the blue gloves work, Almond. Wary of the power is Schwagler. He's got that unorthodox jab too. He flares that elbow and sort of flicks that jab out. Usually the jab's more linear, more of a flick pump.
Some nice body shots landed there from Almond.
having a bit of a laugh in centering these two.
Going to be an interesting fight to score this one at this stage.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Neither athletes would be wanting to go to the scorecard at this point. Both looking for that elusive finishing shot that Peter Maniatis was referring to just moments ago.
Digs to the body. First fight of this hardcore show. There for the taking still, as we're in the fourth and final round. Who's going to rally and sprint to the finish line and get the score on the judges' cards? With the jab, again, Almond. Schwagler tries to get in, but if you're talking work rate, Peter, the jab and that work rate of the jab has got to count. Almond almost upends himself off that right hook.
That was good sportsmanship from Schwagler. He could have jumped right on top of him, but he stopped.
Probably had an opportunity, but allowed him to regain his balance and get back on 2 feet. Schwagler giving Almond that extra moment.
Pumps the jab again. Just, oh, nice body head combo with that lead hook, Almond. It's actually more active in this fourth and final. So he's putting the work rate out there. And Schwagler's looking for the big shot that may not come.
Jono lands a nice right hand. This has been a real interesting fight.
He hasn't gone to that right hand as much as I would like. I'd probably encourage him to throw that right cross a bit more. Just preserve that one a bit, and maybe his right hand, there could be an issue with that right hand or shoulder, you never know. Fighters can often get in the ring with some injuries. Now it's the last 10. As they mix it up.
They're going for it.
Showing aggression, Almond, to end the round and the fight.
There it is. 4 rounds in the books as Jono Almond and Paul Schwagler return to their respective corners.
Could this be a draw? Could it be a draw, guys?
Well, Peter Maniatis has put it. Certainly, you would say both fighters had their share of heavy shots. Neither was overly active, Hammer. Neither forced the issue completely.
Yeah, they're looking at work rate. Almond pumping that jab out, was throwing volume, but the commitment to the shots was, I suppose, went wanting. They didn't really sit in the pocket much. There's only a couple of times that they exchanged heavy. The rest of it was a lot of strategy and setting up that didn't really bring the result that either wanted. But it's going to go to the judges, and we'll see how they scored it in just a moment.
The next voice you will hear will be our ring announcer, John D. Macaulay, to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great way to open up today's show. Please, a big round of applause for both these heavyweights, Jono Almond and Pololei Schwagler. After 4 rounds of boxing, we head to the judges' scorecards for the decision. Your judges got the contest 40-36, 38-38, and 38-38. This is a majority draw.
Fair call, I think, and well picked, Pete.
Luckily, there's not bookmakers here. I would have made a holiday.
Well, Palmer bet is actually floating around, so.
Thanks for letting me know it's too late.
Gamble responsibly, of course.
thanks go to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He's definitely saved me. I gotta be honest, guys. I had a lot going on. I know every fight's got stuff going on, but before Christmas, I'm happy to share. So I'm going to start sharing my journey a bit because I'll go into it more in a sec. But more than likely, that's going to be it for me in total with all combat sports. 40 years old, 42 fights. I've given my all. Probably wasn't had my ups and downs and rounds, but I've been thinking about this really deeply. Before Christmas, we lost my uncle, and then got some other issues going on this morning. Another very close family member of mine, she's just been diagnosed with terminal cancer, so it took a lot for me to build up to this fight. But you know, I don't want to have one too many. It's time now to start, so maybe moving on and looking at other things. I'll see what time, but I'm going to chat to Trent and some promoters. First, speaking of promoters, big shout out to Mark Johnson for putting this together. He's been holding back, putting boxing and putting Muay Thai back to back, giving it to you guys, talking to you guys. And Mark's just been such a champion supporter of mine, so I'm very thankful.
It's a real strength for you to switch up tonight and to be the first boxing fight on his card is amazing.
Oh, look, I didn't actually realise that's the point. To be Mark's first ever boxing fight, we're at the R Mark. Thank you, actually. I didn't realise. That's cool. I didn't realise that's there he is. Cheers, brother. That's a legend, bro. And look, guys, I'll just quickly share this as well. So, for those who follow my journey, my last fight in this ring, I'm a Thai boxer as well. I've always wanted to have a crack at boxing, but like I said, he has some good tricks, man. He ran some greaves, he was pretty sleek. The last fight I had in this ring, I completely snapped my ACL in Thai boxing, and oh man, ever since that time, I went through the worst period of depression. Got into trouble with the police again. I'm trying not to do that anymore.
Please don't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard. Look, I've discovered Christ. I've really reconnected with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ now. But in saying all that, Mark Johnson, from when I snapped my knee, and he was really building me up to be part of this journey, I was possibly on my way to become a Muay Thai world champion, which is just so far away from me. I never thought I could touch it, but he was the one pushing, supporting me, drawing and promoting me. When I snapped my knee, at least every week, Mark Johnson would ring me, check in on me, see how I'm going, check in on my mental health, and he never gave up on me. And so full props to him there, and I really rate Mark Johnson. Just for being fantastic.
Oh no, and I was going to say the chin on you is incredible, isn't it?
Oh man, yeah, I thought, yeah, that'll rock him a bit, and then he sort of did the old head ball and came back at me again, so full props to Paulo, man, like, yeah, awesome, bro, that was mad, so, let's have a beer afterwards, bro, and look, once again, thanks everyone for coming out, big thanks to Trent Hansen, Garrison, for wanting to get to reconnect back together from years and years apart. We started out together back in the 2000s, training, he got me back in shape, got me fit again. Full props to Unit Valley. It's also guys as well, I just put this out there. Trent Valley, it's actually their anniversary today, so they've given up their anniversary to come in here and climb in, be away from their kids. It's their anniversary, so.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, and if we don't see you again, amazing. Congratulations, how are you feeling? He started battling straight to him.
He's quite rough in my foot, so he wasn't expecting to go through that, but it's all good.
You closed the gap pretty well, and landed some good shots. Were you surprised that he stayed on his feet?
He's a well-seasoned fighter, so you expect that from him. He's got a great chance.
How was your camp?
No, so just want to thank the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and family and friends for coming out. Thank you to Maddie, Jordy, the team at Bones, Lucas and John, also to Mark Nelson for putting on the promotion tonight. So just want to get those things up.
When are we going to see the room again?
I'm a married man, father of three, so maybe one and done, maybe one more. See, it's a good experience though.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the winner.
Well, big thanks to our first two fighters, Pololei Schwagler and Jono Almond. Majority draw there as part of the first bout of tonight's Walker v Hutius main event, Hardcore Promotions. We'll take a short break and be back to talk more fights with you very, very soon.